Okay, the coffee is over. I gave it a shot. Anyway, hey guys, this is Derek. Welcome back to my channel, and I've just taken 15 minutes off as a break from my work, and I thought, why not? Might as well speak to the camera about social media pressures as an artist, especially on Instagram, what I've gone through, and what I think helps me. And also, this is just my personal view, so you need not take it as professional therapy advice or so on. This is just what helps me function and move on. Okay, so the thing is, when especially for small accounts, when you look at your followers, right, or subscribers, don't look at them as a number, please. Look at them as people. Okay, what I keep telling myself is that, say you have 100 followers, right, and these are not 10 of your friends that made 10 accounts to keep supporting you, right? That would be cool, good friends, but no, 100 individual unique people who follow you. Now take those 100 people and put them in a room with you right there. Okay, that's pretty crazy, right? Imagine walking around town with 100 people around you. That's what social media loves right now. It's like you virtually carry your followers around. uh, so first thing is, look at them as people, not as number. Second thing is, I want to talk about a bubble that we create initially and the impact that it has on us. So when starting off young, and if we drew, whether as a passion, as a hobby, growing up, right, we mainly drew it as an escape, an exposure of ourselves, whether we showed other people and got recognized as an artist or just kept it to ourselves. It is doodles and books. We personally knew that we had something for art. Whether the sketches were good looking or not, that was our exposure, right? That is what we really look forward to, and that was what brought us joy. So when we then get older and we decide, okay, hey, art is something I want to take to the next step, right? And one of the things we do is we get onto social media. And that's when that bubble that we had around us, okay, where we just loved our art and it was just art and us, it expands to literally the entire world. And that is daunting, that is ridiculous, it's scary. You then start, that's where comparison comes in. Earlier you would have compared yourself to a classmate, a peer, or maybe some relative who could draw or something, okay, or some person you saw in newspaper, but it was never like personalized as such. But now when you're on social media, you look at yourself and then you look at artists at different stages of life with tons of different experiences, the different kinds of art, traditional, digital, 3D, everything, and you start comparing, okay, and then you sort of get lost. You try and look and and you try and create this path, okay, this is the path I want to go, and that is the goal I want to reach. But what we forget is that we initially started drawing because we loved it. We put our heart into it, and drawing brought us so much joy. That is a big factor that we lose out on, because we replace that joy with numbers, like amount of likes you get, or if it's shared, or the comments. That then we look as a factor, okay, hey, 10 likes, 100 likes, wow, that's insane, and then we get happy. So we then start creating art to put it out. But I think that's a mistake, I think putting your art out should be secondary to first creating art for yourself. Whether it's a study, whether this is what I mean, I'm talking about personal art, okay? There are client commissions, projects, and so on, but this is personal work that we're talking about. First, I say create it for yourself, and putting it out on social media should be secondary. Like, I know a lot of people who just, me included, who put art out on, say, Instagram just as a way to tick off that they have finished it. So when I put something out on Instagram, I'll be like, okay, I'm done with that. I'm not going to make any more changes to it. That's final. It's now finalized. It's out online, and yeah, that is it. It completes it. So then I can move on to the next painting. The next thing is the amount of importance we give to each post that we make, right? I used to do this too. Like, I used to put up a post and then scroll or refresh and see how many likes come in, or if there's a comment, and then I'll like click on the person's profile who commented and go to their page and see who is this, and so on, and reply immediately to all these comments. Sorry about that. So the thing about posts is that you post something one day, the next day you post something else, and that previous post is forgotten. That's fact. Like that's it. It's nobody really cares about how many likes you've gotten, how many comments you've gotten, or how many followers you have. At most, they're probably using you as a comparison to themselves or as such, but they don't care as much as you think they do. Like nobody's actually gonna go look at your likes and be like, ah, ha ha ha, that's so less. So no, you do that to yourself in your mind. So you should honestly look. You post a picture, it's done, it's over with. Focus on the next one. You post that, it's done, it's over with. Focus on the next one. Remember, you're doing it for yourself, and like the personal art you create is just for you. So now, when it comes to growing, okay, your page on social media, right? Starting off is hard. Okay, it's hard to get a big growing or a viral thing. And now even going viral has a big flaw to it. Okay, say you're a beginner. Okay, say you're not a professional that's just come onto the scene of social media. Okay, and your work goes viral. Okay, say you made a portrait of some celebrity or made a really relatable comic or something that goes viral, and you gain a lot of followers, a few hundred or a few thousand, and then you start doubting yourself as to, you start questioning whether you're an imposter or not. Like, right, can I really do this again? Was this a one-hit wonder? So that puts another pressure on you, and then you kind of feel like that's at the benchmark, and you have to keep making art that is better and better than that, even though that was something personal you made just for fun. You know, that fun gets derived out of it, and now it's like a test. You know, my next, and then you start comparing your next post after that. Oh no, this got this many likes less. That is so unhealthy. It is crazy. So that's also one of the reasons why it's good to grow slowly initially and build it up gradually, because then you're giving yourself more time and more proof that, hey, I can do this. I'm an artist. I really am, and this is proof to myself. Like, the thing about social media is about expectations, right? Sometimes, again, if you blow up a lot, people will expect to see that from you, and if you don't provide, they will not care, and they'll probably unfollow something that can affect you a lot mentally. So take it one thing at a time, take it slow and steady, and just take it easy. Okay, just relax with it. The thing is, when growing, I said it was hard, right? And I mean that, because if it was easy to grow big, then everyone would be big, right? But it takes a lot of dedication and time. Like time is crazy, the amount of time. Like, okay, I'll give you an example. When I first joined Instagram, I had about 40 to 100 followers, and these were people who followed me from Facebook. They came over, okay, like my friends. And over time, it started growing a little, okay. It took me a few months to hit 300 followers. This was mostly just friends following me, and this was also college mates. And so these were people from my old school and my degree college, about 300 or so. It took me 3.5 to 4 years to get to 1,000 followers. Like, this is if it matters, okay? So 3.5 to 1,000. Like, at the time, I did feel like, okay, hey, I want a big art account, it would be cool. Like, that was the only factor, like, it would be cool. So little did I realize that if I had gotten big that time, it would have put so much stress and pressure on me to deal with that. I don't know what would have become. Like, the people who do usually deal with that is when they are genuinely really good artists who have a lot of experience in it and who can handle that mentally. I don't think I was that good at art back then, okay? My skill set was very limited. It was just mainly portraits and drawing pencil on paper, and with no application, like no application to the industry at all. Then it took, so say it took me 4 years, okay, to get to 1,000 to 1,400. I remember I had 1,400 in 2018. I reached a little higher over there by 2019. 2019 towards the end, I got about 2,000 followers. Like, September, October. And so yeah, that's 5 years. Okay, and then now is when it started growing a lot more after I actually dedicated a lot of time and effort into actually growing my page. So it isn't easy. Like I said, if it was, everyone would be at like easily getting it there. So if it motivates you guys, just keep at it, keep steady. Remember that you're drawing because you love it. uh, it's literally like where your heart is, right? Why you love art. Like, put yourself back into that bubble where you came from for your personal work, and that helps a lot. And remove all expectations that every art you make has to look good. You should just stop caring. Okay, just think about putting yourself out there, because the more you draw, the more you learn, the better your bad sketches will get. Okay, so if you're starting off, if you're a beginner with just a few years experience, you need a lot of drawing to get to a point where you can just make rough sketches and they look good. Okay, so there's no shortcut, and do enjoy the journey, because the journey is hard but it is really fun and it is very rewarding. Okay, I think my break is over. I took 5 minutes to make that coffee, so yeah. This is where I'll leave it here. I don't even know if I'm gonna upload this video. Maybe I will, and I should get more coffee. Okay, until my next video then, see you guys.